Endochondral ossification is the formation of bone in the presence of hyaline cartilage. The hyaline cartilage is simply used as a model. It gives the basic foundation for where bone is going to be laid. Most of the bones in our body, such as the femur, radius, ulna, tibia, fibula, and humerus, are all created by endochondral ossification. Without this process, most of our body would lack strength, which would affect our movement, posture, and so much more. Endochondral ossification has 6 main steps before hyaline cartilage is fully replaced by bone. The first step begins when cartilage cells called chondrocytes enlarge. When this happens, they form struts and start to calcify in the rubbery matrix. The chondrocytes then die, leaving small cavities behind called lacunae. This continues to happen until the medullary cavity is fully formed and the hyaline cartilage is completely replaced by bone. The ends of the bones are called the epiphyses, while the middle of the bone is called the diaphysis. In the second step, the model is still mostly cartilage, surrounded by the protective perichondrium. Blood vessels start to grow around the perichondrium. Stem cells in the perichondrium then start to differentiate or change into osteoblasts. Osteoblasts build bone. They do this by secreting osteoid, a condensed fibrous substance that lacks calcium. Calcium still needs to be added because it is the main component of bones. The osteoid turns into bone after it has been calcified. The osteoblasts eventually produce a layer of superficial bone on the outside of the model, creating the periosteum, protective layer of the bone. This compact bone is made of many osteons, which are the functional unit of bone. In the third step, the blood vessels make their way into the cartilage. They bring fibroblasts with them that will eventually change into osteoblasts as well. Spongy bone starts to develop in the primary ossification center, located in the diaphysis or middle of the bone. The calcifying of the matrix does not allow the diffusion of nutrients, so it starts to deteriorate and cavities begin to form. In step 4, osteoclasts and osteoblasts battle each other. Osteoblasts constantly build bone, while the osteoclasts destroy it. Working together, they remodel the primary ossification center, which creates a medullary cavity. Bone also replaces the hyaline cartilage close to the metaphyses, which are where the epiphyses and diaphysis meets. The bone's diameter is growing. This type of growth is called interstitial growth because the bone is getting longer. In step 5, the blood vessels and osteoblasts enter the hyaline cartilage in the epiphyses, creating the secondary ossification centers. The secondary ossification centers fill with spongy bone as a result of the osteoblasts. At the end of the bones, there is no periosteum, or the outside layer protecting the bone. Instead, it is covered by articular cartilage. The cartilage at the metaphysis that has not been replaced by bone is called epiphyseal cartilage. Over time, when the bone is fully grown, this cartilage will become the epiphyseal plate. And that's the process of endochondral ossification.